motherfucker, no hope. Every time they mention my name, it's Billz better than. Niggas really talk that 180 about Billz. I say I'm a bougie ass nigga, a spoil you mother. Everything illegal. I'm 18, we sip slow. We good just like Vivica, Viva La Vida, sexiness. This is Billz, no counterfeit. Thanks for logging in. I hope you enjoy this interview and get to learn a little bit more about me.
Mr. Billz.
What's up?
That was a weird introduction, right?
Well,
hope you don't mind, but I got some notes here, some questions I'm gonna ask you, okay?
That's what I'm here for.
So Billz, no counterfeit. Explain that name for me.
It's the name that was given to me around like 8th, 7th grade. My first rap name. I never changed it. It was actually first originally Billz. It's real close to my actual first name. Rapping and stuff like that, coming up with little metaphors and stuff like that. I just went from Billz to Billz, no counterfeit. I actually said a pretty cool line. I went straight to Billz, no counterfeit. People started calling me that. I started to write it on. Billz, no counterfeit. It kind of flowed.
Right.
Kind of flowed.
So you started rapping about 7th, 8th grade, as you say?
Yeah, 7th, 8th grade. That was when I was living down in Florida.
What part of Florida?
East Orlando.
Orlando. And now you're in Jersey.
Yeah, now I'm in Jersey.
Garden State.
Yeah, this is where I was originally born.
And then, okay, so you moved to Orlando.
I moved to Orlando like around the age of 12, like around 6th grade, 11, 12. I stayed there for 5, 6 years, which is the important years from 12 to like 17, 18.
Right.
And then moved back here to Jersey.
What would you say there's a difference in the in the independent music industry as far as Orlando and New Jersey? What's the main difference that you saw, if any?
Crazy difference. Down there in Orlando, for example, around my area, there was only, you could say, 3 or 4 rappers. We all knew each other, we all respected each other, and we all got a lot of love. It was, just me, probably my friend Ty O, and, just my friend Scooby, and that's it. There wasn't many. Up here, in Jersey, there's a rapper in each corner. You know what I mean? There's a rapper in each crew. There's a little rapper. There's a lot more competition.
Yeah, it's more saturated over here in the East Coast. As far as your name, Billz, no counterfeit, or your alter ego or identity, are you always Billz, no counterfeit? Well, your real name is Billz or Bill.
Yeah, my real name is Bill Quello. I really don't tell people my real name, but that's my real name.
So let's say the difference between Bill Quello and Billz, no counterfeit. Is there a difference?
Of course there's a difference. Bill Quello's, Bill Quello's the person that I am when I might be talking to my school professor. Bill Quello's the person, when I'm talking with my family, with my parents. I can't be Billz, no counterfeit, this chill guy.
They know you as Billz, no counterfeit.
They know I am a Billz, no counterfeit, but they don't know me as Billz, no counterfeit. They don't.
What's your relationship with your parents? What's that like?
Pretty well, I thank God. I have a very good relationship with my mom, and I have a very good relationship with my dad. They do know about the music. They don't really agree with it, but as long as I'm not out here getting locked up, doing crazy things, drugs, disrespecting, they accept it.
Right.
They basically say.
Have they heard the music?
Of course they heard.
Have they seen the videos?
They seen the videos.
Now, actually, I did most of the videos.
They seen the videos you shot.
Now, I know some of those videos could be a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Over 21-ish maybe, right?
Yeah.
Now, what's their opinion on that?
Well, this is the thing. Yeah, you could say it's a little bit above 21-ish, but at the end of the day, you don't expect someone to be 21 and doing the things that I do. You know what I mean? Or be older. I'm only 20. Those videos that we shot, obviously I was younger. I was 19, 18. So we were doing what 18 and 19-year-olds really do.
Right.
We drink, we party, we have fun. A lot of us were fresh out of high school and college. You know what I mean? So
being kids.
Yeah, exactly. Being kids.
Now I know you see your music and videos and progress as accomplishments, right? Do your parents see those as accomplishments?
When I tell them, sometimes when I tell them things like hey, well, honestly,
like do they ever give you a good job, son? Nice video.
No, they never gave me one of those.
What do you?
But people do give it to them, And I know that makes them, you know, feel a certain type of way when they say, hey, you know, I saw your son's video, you know, real cool. You know what I mean?
A proud moment inside.
Yeah, a proud moment inside. Because now, it usually used to be like, I get, oh, you know, you're such and such son. Now, my parents get noticed as, oh, you know, your Billz No Counterfeit's parents. You know what I mean?
Right.
They get noticed because of me now.
Yeah. So you got the videos on YouTube with tons of views. You got the music, tons of plays, your online buzz.
Yeah.
What do you want to accomplish with all this, with everything you're doing? What's your main mission? What's the goal?
I'm not going to lie to you. People always, when that question is usually asked to a lot of people, they're always like, you know, I want to put a smile on people's faces. And, you know, I'm all for putting a smile on people's faces, but honestly, truly, this is just for me to put a smile on my face. This really helps me feel good, shooting videos, and it makes me feel good that people like my music and they accept my music. And that's actually what keeps me going, because let's be honest, like, you know what I mean? I could spend a whole bunch of money on this, and if people would reject it, wouldn't be a good feeling. The overall accomplishment is for me to feel good.
Right.
Yeah, I'm in college, but no, that's not really what I want to do. I'm in school for journalism, but that's not really what I want to do. I don't go to sleep, you know, dreaming about, oh my God, I want to be a journalist. No, I go to sleep thinking about this. Right. This is what feeds my soul.
So how are you in school?
I'm pretty good in school. I'm probably.
What's pretty good?
Are you an
average student? Are you above average student?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a low B, high C student.
So you're about an average student.
Yeah, and the reason I'm like that is because, you know, when I'm not in school, I'm, you know, basically working on music, thinking about music, or, you know, out partying and doing stuff like that. Because, you know, honestly, it should be my main priority, but I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't really made it my main priority. Right. Yes, I'm still in school because I know it's a necessity. But you know how people have plan A and plan B? My plan A and my plan B is music.
Okay.
Music and everything.
Well, but, okay, I hear that. Yeah. But let's backtrack a little bit. What are you going to school for?
I go to school for journalism.
Okay. So music is plan A, plan B.
Plan A and plan B. Yeah.
But what's plan C? In case this music thing doesn't pan out, you know, because you know, this is kind of like getting into the NBA.
Yeah. Well, I work with my dad, and he's into business. So his actual dream is, you know, for me to always run with his business. You know what I mean, and make it something that he couldn't make it. You know, because of his limitations. You know, he doesn't even know much English.
What's your background?
I'm Dominican.
Okay.
I'm Dominican. My parents were born in Dominican Republic. They moved out here. I was born here.
Gotcha. So basically, we got your plan A, plan B, plan C. You're gonna fall back on.
Yeah, well,
maybe some type of business.
Business with my dad. Yeah, but you know, I have to go to school. You know, you have to get that education. So yeah, I'm in school for journalism. I like writing. Okay. I used to write for a newspaper in Patterson, New Jersey. So, which was.
All right. Well, let's get back to the music. Because that's what we're here for.
That's the plan
A. Plan A always works. How do you separate? You know, I personally have heard tons of artists, tons of independent artists. I've worked with tons of them. You know, and I'm not gonna say this to you just because we're in front of the cameras, but you will rank top in all the artists I've worked with. Okay. I know how you're different from them. Okay, but in your words, what separates you from MC Joe Schmo from Jersey?
I don't want to sound, you know, narcissistic or cocky or anything like that, but a lot of the rappers out here, for one, they don't even take it. They don't even give a 25%. Cause I know I don't even give 100%, and I do a lot more than what they do. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. For one, for example, the effort that they put in the amount of money, and I see the difference. You know what I mean? For one.
You're watching.
Yeah, of course I gotta watch. They're my competition. Right. For one. For two, I feel like I'm a lot younger than the guys that are actually putting in that money.
Which is?
I'm only 20.
Okay.
A lot of the guys that are going hard and, you know, investing money and, you know, out here going to New York and doing like these guys are almost touching 30.
Are you taking shots now, or is
I'm not taking shots, but they're touching 30. Okay. And let's be honest, if it takes a few years to get there, by the time...
Well, there are some big MCs that broke out in their late 20s and early 30s.
Yeah,
That's a different interview, but, you know, maybe we'll do a different video for that. But So basically, your effort,
Yeah.
your age, it's kind of like boxing.
Yeah, my effort, my age, you know, I think I have a little bit longevity, and not only that, but you know what I mean. I'm respected by the older crowd too because I make pretty good music.
Right.
I feel like I'm a little versatile also because I did grow up listening to, you know, the older heads, and I feel like the era that I'm in also plays real key because I'm in the era where I saw Jay-Z, saw the Kanyes, but I'm also in the era where I'm listening to the Tigers and listening to the Chris Brown's rap, and you know,
the
everything.
old and the new.
The old and the new, the J. Cole.
So are those names right there? Are those some of the MCs that you admire? Like, who do you look up to? Who do you follow? Who does Billz No Counterfeit admire?
As far as an artist, there's not really a artist that I admire. Yeah, those artists are cool. They make great music, but I really don't admire none of them. Musically, you know, they're good and they make cool stuff, but I feel like, you know, a lot of the artists, they always have their flaws. You know what I mean? They always have their flaws. And I'm not here to judge anybody to say, oh, this is his flaw and this is his flaw. But I want to try to not have flaws. I want to try to be a complete artist, you know, that I can give you, you know, lyrical music and party hits because I like both. And I don't like when people really say like, oh, your music used to be so lyrical, now you just, you know, talk party and bitches and women and etc. I mean, that's what I'm living right now.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
So it's safe to say Billz No Counterfeit doesn't admire anyone, any MC. He admires Billz No Counterfeit.
Well, you can say that.
Okay, we're gonna leave that like
that. Sounds.
We're gonna leave it like that. Okay, Billz, tell me about what's going on currently.
Well, I got the November 4th project. The November 4th project is I'm gonna be dropping a few videos, and I'm gonna be dropping you know, interviews and some records, and small. I don't want to call it a mixtape because it's only gonna have about 6 or 7 songs on it. I don't want to have a mixtape with 15 songs and they're all like bullshit and you only like 3 of them. I'm gonna deliver really good pack of 6 songs, a really good package, and which is basically a teaser for an actual bigger mixtape that I got coming out, a full one, and it's just giving people insight of what's been happening 2013. You know, if you follow me on any other social websites or any social media, you'll see, you know, the pictures that I've been posting and, you know, everything I've been talking about, and I'm basically gonna explain to you and show you from, you know, firsthand what's actually been going on and how it's been affecting me, because I haven't had a chance to drop any music or talk to anybody directly, or even for them to just hear it directly from me. They've just been seeing photos and etc., getting their own perspective of what's been happening. So
where can they find all this?
it's going to be on billznc.com.
Cool.
On my website, billznc.com.
All right, so that's 2013. 2014, what's next?
2014, actually trying to raise the bar. I'm trying to do something that I never had before. I'm going to have my first musical. I want to have like a 15-minute musical. Yeah, I know it sounds a little bit weird, but 15-minute musical. I've gotten inspired. I'm in a music class, you know, by Handel, Mozart, and etc. You know, just been listening to them and, you know, learning how they used to perform in churches for 30, 40 minutes, even to an hour, you know, long pieces of music that they'd perform. And that's actually what I want to do. But, you know, I want to make it to my age crowd. I want to make it hip-hop, R&B, and actually go out to colleges and show people that there still is great music and there still can be composers, you know, out here. People that make actual great music that, you know, you don't need to, oh, this is my song to turn up. No, that you listen to it and you could probably even shed a tear of how good and how full of talent it is. That's actually what I want to do for 2014. Basically, you know, make a musical, my first musical.
I'm going to give you one last chance to promote whatever you have to promote. I'm going to do it right in this camera right here, okay?
Yeah. What's up? It's Billz No Counterfeit. I want you guys to get ready for the November 4th project. By the time you guys are seeing this, it should already be out. I'm giving you guys a lot of what I've been working on lately. Music, videos, interview, freestyles, and giving you an insight on what I basically have going on. You can all check it out at billznc.com. I hope you enjoy it, and this is me just giving you a little taste of what's gonna come next. These few songs that I'm gonna drop on, you could say a small mixtape or whatever you want to call it, is just a little taste of what the actual mixtape is gonna be. The November 4th project, I want to thank everybody that has helped me on it, And 2014, you know, keep going till then.